Coming up on Wyln News, a man from Hazleton arrested on child sexual abuse charges. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the Wyln studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is Wyln News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Paula Degnan. Hazleton police arrested a man on child sexual abuse charges yesterday. 36-year-old Johnny Pena Guerrero was taken into custody after a children and youth caseworker alerted police to his whereabouts. He was wanted on the charges, several of them felonies, for the alleged sexual abuse of a female child between the ages of 6 and 12 that happened in between Butler Township and the city of Hazleton. Pena Guerrero was arraigned, bail set at $200,000 straight cash. He was unable to post bail, so he was remanded to the Luzerne County Prison. A 29-year-old man from Hazleton has been charged with allegedly stealing money from his elderly veteran father. According to state police at Hazleton, 29-year-old Michael Kaczynski wrote checks from his 75-year-old father's checking account to use for his defense attorney. Police say Michael took over $19,000 from his dad's checking account by forging his signature. The victim is currently residing at a nursing facility, while Kaczynski is living in his father's home in Eagle Rock. The younger Kaczynski was given limited power of attorney to pay common bills and failed to do so. Kaczynski now faces a number of felony charges. The Luzerne County Agency on Aging worked with state police on the case. Another woman has come forward stating that she was sexually assaulted by a supervisor at the Ramada Inn in Hazel Township. 37-year-old Pratap Bonpelli is still in prison after being arrested June 20th, that after he allegedly sexually assaulted another female co-worker. The other female victim reported the encounters to state police on August 3rd. She told authorities that she didn't report it until recently because of her immigration status. He already faces charges of rape, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and aggravated indecent assault. He was arraigned yesterday for the new case and once again denied bail because he is an undocumented citizen and has no ties to the community. A Wilkes-Barre man was charged for shooting at another man back in July. 24-year-old Darnell Corley was arraigned yesterday after he allegedly shot at Marcus Bradley at his home in Nanticoke July 22nd. The dispute happened when Bradley got into an argument with his ex-girlfriend, Brittany Masolik. She left Bradley's home that day and returned later with Corley, who allegedly used a stun gun on Bradley, then fired shots at him. Corley was charged with conspiracy to commit aggravated assault, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. He was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $100,000 bail. Masolik was also arraigned on Friday and remains in county prison. Emergency responders were back in the Susquehanna River in Wilkes-Barre today, continuing their search for 54-year-old Rick Bevan. Divers used sonar and a state police helicopter flew over the area since mid-morning looking for the man from planes. His family contacted authorities last night around 11, telling them Bevan went fishing around 4 but had not yet returned home. Crews did find the man's boat in the area of the Black Diamond Bridge in Wilkes-Barre with his cell phone on board. Bevan's family and friends have been on the scene waiting for any word from searchers throughout the day. The search is expected to continue until 8 o'clock this evening. Tuesday on Wyln News, we reported that Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt submitted the paperwork to get the city of Hazleton into the Act 47 program through the State Department of Community and Economic Development. Wyln's Gary Perna has been following this story and has more.
Since April, we have been reporting that Hazleton City is running out of money. In May, Mayor Jeff Cassatt threatened layoffs, but in the 11th hour, they were averted. Now, the mayor last week said the city is going to miss payroll due to a lack of funds coming into the city.
The problem we have right now is we need money now. Even if we went Act 47 and got emergency borrowing from the state and the government, it takes 90 to 120 days to get that loan. It's a zero interest loan. However, our situation is we need money now. The only way we could get money now is if we get a short-term borrowing that would have to be paid back before December 31st. The problem is we have no lending companies that would give us money now without a solid plan and budget in place to pay that money back. So we're kind of in the dilemma now that we don't have any support from lendings.
At a special meeting last Wednesday, the mayor was hoping that council would approve a study on the city's finances. Yesterday, Mayor Jeff Cassett announced that the city would be going into Act 47 after he sent paperwork into DCED. Council President Jack Mundy released a statement today saying that the mayor wants to go into Act 47 because he cannot and will not follow a budget. The council president said the council gave the mayor a budget and he refuses to follow it after giving raises to managers and department heads that council did not have in the budget. Mundy went on to say that Cassett refused a $400,000 paving contract with the Hazleton City Authority. Mundy said Cassett also refused $500,000 the city would have gotten if they sold the delinquent taxes for this year. Councilwoman Grace Cuso also released a statement saying that she's glad that DCED will be stepping in. Cuso said seeking DCED's guidance in the city's finances is the safest and most practical manner for the city at this time and will also benefit the residents. State Senator Johnny Dechak and State Representative Tara Tuho both released a joint statement saying they will stand by the city and help in any way they can. Dechak said no community wants to go into Act 47 or distress status, but sometimes it's the only option elected officials can make. City Council does have a meeting set for next Tuesday night where you're sure to hear a lot about Act 47 and what's going to happen with the city. It is unclear at this time if the city will make the August 25th payroll. That is weighing on everybody's mind. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. A police officer has been hired full-time to patrol the streets of West Hazleton. WYLN's Maria Cinti has more on the financial measures the borough has taken to reach this point of success.
I've been striving for this for a while, studying, prepping for this, and I'm ready to serve my community.
Gerald Henderson has been a part-time police officer in West Hazleton for about the past year.
Police officer in rural West Hazleton. With Fidelity. So help me.
But last night, West Hazleton council members hired Henderson as a full-time officer.
For the department and for the community, it's a great thing. It's another officer on the streets. It's going to obviously help the workload when we have another officer, another 40 hours a week that somebody can be out there and be on the streets.
West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio says it's been a long time waiting to hire another officer full-time.
Back a few short years, 2011, we weren't a 24-hour police department. But since 2011, we're a 24-hour police department, and we cover all the cars here in the borough anymore.
About 2 years ago, the borough exited from Act 47, a program that provides funds to financially distressed municipalities and puts the state in control of most of their budget.
I'm extremely grateful for council and the mayor. They're doing everything they can with the tax-paying dollars in order to better the police department and better the community.
The borough had one full-time officer while it was in Act 47, but now it has 4 full-time and 7 part-time officers.
Like I said, our council and our mayor, they support our police department 100%, and I'm very thankful for that.
West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt says hiring Henderson is proof of the borough's recent success.
He's going to be a good asset to our community. We're very happy about it, and we look forward for him working here with us.
In West Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Cinti.
And just as you heard a short time ago, Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassett has applied to enter that city into Act 47 to help resolve its financial problems. It will likely be discussed further at the next city council meeting, and again, that is coming up on Tuesday, August 15th. Meanwhile, town hall meetings are set in Wilkes-Barre. They're coming up at each of the 3 high schools in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District. August 28th at GAR, August 29th at Myers, and August 30th at Coughlin. Each will begin at 6 p.m. Tours of each building also planned after each meeting. Superintendent Brian Costello announced the meetings to give residents a closer look at the buildings. That after recent reports of structural concerns have come out. Coming up on WYLN News, stray cats have a friend in Freeland. Our Maria Senti will introduce us. Plus, you have to play to win. I'm already getting excited. The jackpot is growing, and we'll tell you why you should play. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We will be right back.
Green flag waves and we're underway. Here he comes. Pushes out a lead, but is immediately challenged. Bring it home. Woo! Coming to the checker, my man. Yeah. And there he is. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Like many communities, Freeland has dealt with an overpopulation of cats throughout the community. WYLN's Maria Senti stopped by, and she's going to introduce us to a woman who has been helping with more than a community project that aims to not only resolve the issue, but also help the animals.
He certainly would have died if the woman hadn't found him under her car that day. He was in that bad of shape.
Valerie Mazer is a Freeland resident who has aimed to protect and save local cats for several years.
Yes, you are a good boy.
She says about 4 weeks ago she was handed over a stray cat that was covered in ticks and in dire need of medical attention.
She literally handed me a lifeless kitten in a towel, and I just looked at her and I, put my hands up. I said, "Why did you bring me a dead kitten?" She said, "I think he's still breathing."
Mazer then took the cat in and gave him the medical treatment he needed.
It was like a miracle. After a few hours, he sat up and just looked at me and started to purr.
Since then, the cat she named Gabriel has seen a vet and will be neutered later this month.
And now he's a thriving, happy little kitten running around in a playpen with his playmate, and hopefully we'll find him a good home and he'll be adopted.
He's so happy.
It's because of cats like Gabriel that Mazer and several others decided to start the Community Cat Project. It's based out of Mazer's home and aims to save feral and stray cats throughout Freeland.
Now, more than 100 cats have been taken care of through this program like Gabriel, and once they're given medical treatment, spayed and neutered, the feral cats are released back into their territory, but the rest are kept here in this household and available for adoption.
I see you too. I see you too.
Mazer has about 20 domestic cats in her home right now, many of which are ready for adoption.
We take them, we rehabilitate them, get them any medical treatment, spay and neuter them, and we have them here ready for adoption.
Mazer says taking care of feral cats is just as important. She gets them spayed or neutered because they reproduce at a very fast rate.
It's a never-ending cycle. If you spay and neuter, vaccinate them, return them to their territory, it keeps other stray and feral cats from moving in.
But overall, Mazer says the project aims to resolve the overpopulation of cats in the Freeland community, one cat at a time.
I'd like to get every cat and kitten off the streets. I know it's impossible, but the ones we can save, we can make their lives better. They did not ask to be out on the street. Whether they were born on the street or turned out, they don't deserve to be out there. They deserve to be loved and cared for, and that's what we do here.
Anyone that would like to donate to the project is asked to visit the Facebook page titled Community Cat Project, Freeland, PA. In Freeland, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Thank you, Maria. Officials with the Pennsylvania Department of Health are reminding parents they need to have their children vaccinated before the new school year. Acting Secretary of Health and Physician General Dr. Rachel Levine visited Carlisle Area High School today. There she talked about the importance of keeping kids healthy and also said vaccinations and immunizations are safe and effective.
Every scientific source admits and agrees that immunizations are absolutely critical to helping prevent the spread of diseases. And there are numerous diseases that we virtually don't see anymore because of really one of the wonders of the 20th and 21st century, which is vaccinations.
For parents who are concerned about costs, most insurance plans are required to cover school vaccinations as a free preventative service.
In place in the 70s.
Parents, back to school means a lot of costs. You get new clothes, you get school supplies, but I'm happy to say because of the Affordable Care Act, school vaccines are not a cost that parents have to worry about. That's because under the ACA, virtually all insurance plans cover school immunizations as a preventive service, which means it's no cost to the consumer.
And there are exemptions for not getting vaccinations, including religious beliefs and medical reasons. However, your child may be excluded from school if there is an outbreak of a vaccine-preventable disease. The Department of Health also has regular immunization clinics year-round if a child is not covered by insurance. And if you would like to find out more on the clinics, you can call 1-877-724-3258. If you ever thought about playing the lottery and wanted to win big, this is the time to do it. For the first time in lottery history, both Mega Millions and Powerball jackpots are each over $300 million. For now, Powerball is at $307 million with a cash option of $192.2 million, odds of winning $292 million. Mega Millions, $382 million with a cash option of $238 million, odds of winning $259 million. But fingers crossed and good luck. Coming up on Drifton's News Choice, we'll have the details on a beer and wine festival coming up in Community and You, plus remembering Glenn Campbell. But first, speaking of the lottery, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Where are my customers? I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
If you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online, call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
WYLN 35 presents Downtown Hazleton's Car Cruisin' live August 11th at 6:30. Join WYLN TV's Gary Perna for a live half-hour special exploring the Downtown Hazleton Car Cruisin'. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome to Community NU here on WYLN. I'm Gary Perna, and I'm joined by Jim Kelshaw, who's the co-chair of the Wine and Beer Festival put on by the Hazleton Rotary Club, a great event we talk about every year. I think it's an event a lot of people love to see here in the greater Hazleton area. And Jim, first of all, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
So the Wine and Beer Festival this year will take place on Saturday, August 26th at the Babe Ruth Fields in Hazel Township. So for somebody who may not have been to the festival in the past, kind of explain what goes on, what's it like, and what people enjoy.
Great, thanks. Well, it's a tremendous community event. First of all, I want to say for Rotary, it's one of our largest fundraisers to help us with our community outreach and projects that we do annually. But we throw it's a tremendous party. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on a Saturday at the Babe Ruth Field. We have live music. This year we have cartoon and ostrich hat playing. We have over 50 craft beers that are going to be available for sampling. We have over a half dozen wineries with sampling. We have arts and crafts. We have food vendors there. Stuff to just make it a really, really wonderful event.
Now, we're not going to hold it against you, but a couple of years ago they brought samples on with us to have, so we won't hold that against you right now. But it's a great event because today there are a lot more craft beers and maybe wineries in the area than there were before. So this is a great way for some of those smaller businesses to get out and kind of get their name and their info out to everybody.
Absolutely. You know, it's a great event, and you can sample as much as you want. Of course, we ask everybody to do it reasonably, but taste some of the different varieties that are out there. Microbrews have taken off so much in this country, and we have some really, really great craft brews here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and we're looking to have almost all of those in our corner of northeastern Pennsylvania represented at the event.
Wonderful. And this is a great event because I remember when I first started here at TV, it was the beer festival, and it kind of has grown to include wine. So husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, fiancés can come, and it's a great event for the adult crowd of the greater Hazleton area.
Right, absolutely. You know, adding the wine tasting, just bringing that extra element that comes through, they always go together, the beer and wine, but a little bit of something for everyone. Usually the bottles are available for purchase from the vineyards as well at the event. If you like tasting it, you can take some home at the end of the event. The food, we have area vendors coming in, local tastes, pizza, cheesesteaks, pierogies, while you're enjoying the band. Mystic Yoga is going to be doing demonstration throughout the event. It should be a wonderful time.
So you can wine, beer, and then yoga some of it off
exactly.
at the end. And this is a big, huge fundraiser, your biggest fundraiser for the Rotary Club. So talk about some of the projects that this really goes to help benefit.
Great point. Rotary, we have quite a few annual projects that we do. One of the more successful, I think, is we have a Kids for Coats campaign where we donate winter jackets to area children. We hand out dictionaries to elementary school students. Kind of a wonderful event, and the kids really look forward to it every year coming through. We give it out to a certain grade level throughout the Hazleton area school district. Last year, and a couple of years prior to that, we've run DUI simulators for high school students as a form of awareness. We also do a holiday shop for area kids that are needy. Take them out, and we fund the gifts that they can provide to their special ones.
And then great, a lot of great work. I know Rotary Club has been in the area for a long time, does a lot of great work, and is behind a lot of projects. So if somebody wants to come out to support the Rotary Club, tickets in advance, how much are they? Could they get them that day, and where should they go?
Great. They are available at the door. They're available for $25 the day of the event. They can be purchased in advance for $20. Best way to do that would be go to our website, which is hazletonrotary.org. We can also send me an email at hazeltonbeerfest@gmail.com. we can get in touch with you. There are, as we're coming closer to the event on August 26th, there are going to be different spots that they will be available for purchase at other area locations.
Wonderful. So a lot going on. So the Hazelton Wine and Beer Festival is Saturday, August 26, 2017. Come on down from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Babe Ruth Fields in Hazel Township. Of course, Ostrich Hat will be performing. Our very own Jeff Bonomo will be there, and Cartoon throughout the day as well. So come out and have a great afternoon. Hopefully the weather will be nice and sunny and everyone will get to have a good time. Benefit some great local programs that the Hazelton Rotary Club puts together each and every year. And of course, without the Rotary Club, we'd truly be lost here in the greater Hazelton area with a lot of work that they do. So Jim, thank you so much for coming on. Did I miss anything?
Just come out and enjoy yourself. Over 700 people last year, so it should be a great time for the community.
Wonderful. Well, Jim, thanks so much for coming on. And of course, we invite you to come out on Saturday, August 26th for the Hazelton Wine and Beer Festival at Babe Ruth Park in Hazel Township.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazelton area.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
A local nonprofit organization received a grant from the First Federal Charitable Organization. CTC Manufacturing has been providing jobs for adults with disabilities for the past 47 years. It has business centers in Valmont, Beaver Meadows, and West Hazelton. CTC received over $13,000 from First Federal, which will be used to purchase a reconditioned baler and inkjet coating machine. The equipment will help with recycling costs and create additional revenue for recycled materials. CTC is nearly 90% self-funded, as in the process of developing a standalone organization that doesn't rely on state or federal funding. Country music star Glen Campbell has died. Campbell was most famous for his songs Rhinestone Cowboy and Wichita Lineman. In 2011, Campbell announced he had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and that it was in its early stages at the time. The Rhinestone Cowboy hit the country airwaves in the late 1960s. He won 5 Grammys, sold more than 45 million records, had 12 gold albums and 75 chart hits, including #1 songs with Rhinestone Cowboy and Southern Nights. Glen Campbell, 81 years old. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.